Hey everyone, this is me, Olive, from My Design Club. I want to do this quick video because I've been seeing everyone do this video, so I decided, okay, I'm going to do my own video on it. It's pretty much taking the test for 23andme. I think everybody knows about the genetic test kit for 23andme to find out about your background, your ancestor, and your health. So I went ahead and took the test back in December of 2017. I didn't get my test results back until January, so it took them like an entire month to kind of get the test in. I said I was going to make a video earlier because the test result kind of surprised me. My background is I'm half Laotian, and Vietnamese, because my dad is 100% Vietnamese and my mom is 100% Laos. So anything else that would come up would be a shocker. Thank God I'm not an alien though, because I know some people's test result came up with like .some% unknown, you know. Since I blog a lot about human hybridization programs, and I talk extensively about extraterrestrials and the metaphysical and new age environment and stuff like that. But let's hop in and look at my test result, because I am not a real Laos person or a Vietnamese person. I'm not even 100% like Southeast Asian. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my test result. I took the test where I also took a health analysis kit too, which 23andme provided, to see if I'm a carrier for any type of genetic disease, which is kind of weird. The health factor part of this test revealed something really weird, because I had a weird dream that was almost like an out-of-body experience. And the dream was like, I dreamt that I was abducted, but that I was like outside of my body, looking at my body on a table with a bunch of these small little beings around me. And in that dream, like, it was like I was picking up telepathically their message. In that dream, they thought my genetic material was close to perfect as it could get on this planet, except they view aging and getting old as a disease. So they see, you know, getting old, aging as like another genetic disease that people have, and this is the alien's mind that I was picking up. And it's kind of creepy that when I took the test, there's some gene variant, you know, that was really interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. Thank God I'm not a genetic I'm not a carrier to any type of genetic disease that may be passed on to my kids. So in that aspect, I'm very lucky. But let's go ahead and see what this other percentage that doesn't make me 100% Laos, because I always like associate myself to being a Laos person. My mom's Laos. I eat Laos food. I come from a very Laotian, Southeast Asian background, and not too close to my Vietnamese side, but I claim that part as well, especially, you know, having a good Vietnamese pho and like the food and culture and all that, being Buddhist and all that. So let's hop in and take a look at my genetic result. I'm not Laotian. I want to claim 100% Laotian, but I can't. So let's take a look. Okay, as you can see, North and South America came up. So some genetic gene variants there. Of course, normally around the Asian area. And here we go. This is the most interesting part. I am 0.7% Native American. Didn't expect that. What I don't like is that it doesn't really break down the country that those gene variants are from. It just gives like a broad general, like continental, like highlight of where my ancestor could have been. So it's like Southeast Asia, but it's so broad, you know. Southeast Asia is made up of like Thai, Burma, and you know, so many other countries in East Asia that could be China, Korean, Japanese, and I have about 0.8% East Asian in me, and then broadly East Asian at 0.8%, and then a Native American, of course, is at 0.7%. So that's kind of shocking, because there is this theory of like the Bering Strait and how land masses used to connect, and human from like, you know, around the Asian area would have migrated over to settle in North and South America. And, you know, they did say that like Native Americans had a little bit of Asiatic gene variants. That could possibly be where that theory came from. It's kind of interesting. I find that very fascinating. Okay, so that was pretty much my my ancestry report. But then it's also broken down into your wellness report, your carrier, and then your trait report. My trait is, you know, I'm dark. I have curly hair, and so it did describe me to the T. Dark eyes, dark hair, olive complexion, tan. The traits were on point. No double chin. I have no dimples and all that. And then so it's broken down into traits, it's broken down to your ancestry, which we just went through, and then it's broken down into wellness. My wellness was pretty good. I am 3% likely to weigh less than average for a woman of my height, which is true. My dad is extremely, really skinny. I also carry the gene variant. It's called the ACTN3 of like, which is like elite power athlete. So like, which is a good thing. Like I have like muscle contraction, meaning like my muscle, like the protein or something that makes it contracts faster, and so that's found in, a lot commonly in like elite power athletes. So that's like Olympic, which is good. I mean, I don't train to be an Olympic, but I do notice that I'm naturally more flexible. The last time when I lived in Sacramento as a little kid, enrolled in Taekwondo, and I was a lot naturally flexible than the other kids that were training. So that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good genetic variant to have. Does that mean that if I trained early on, I could have gone to the Olympics? Who knows? So let's see what else is on there. That was the wellness report also said that I was lactose intolerant, which I am. And I do consume caffeine more than the average because I can't live without caffeine, and I am able to digest it quicker, so it doesn't like affect me like normal people would, you know. And I do love my coffee. I can't go without my coffee. And I also prefer salty, savory versus sweet. I can smell asparagus in a pea. Other than that, nothing very interesting. I do want to show you one thing that is weird that connects back to that weird dream I had about, you know, aging as a genetic disease. And let's take a look at that, which it kind of clarified that weird dream, and it kind of makes me go like, oh my god, have I really been abducted by aliens? And here you go, late onset Alzheimer's disease. There is one gene variant that they detected. It's slightly at an increased risk, which has me worried a bit. And also another age-related disease called age-related macular degeneration. The macula is located inside of your eyes. That happens, you know, if you do have that gene variant, you could lose your eyesight. And so I have like this possibility to possibly lose my eyesight and my memory. I talked to a physician, and they said just because I have the gene, it does not mean that it will express. I already have a really bad eyesight, as you can see me wearing this big old stylish green rimmed glasses. So I do suggest you, if you're interested, go to 23andme and go ahead and take the ancestry test. Also for your health too. I think like the health aspect of that was really good. It's really good to find out. So because I'm a health and wellness blogger, and I'm also an energy healer, alternative health practitioner. Just knowing that part and being healthy, and, you know, preparing yourself for whatever may come, and just, you know, living a healthier style. I think regardless of your gene, you can still, you know, you can still live a very full and healthy lifestyle regardless of what genetic factor or illness that you have, whatever you know that you may have. I think, you know, that you could still be and live a fully happy, enjoyable life. And I do let's see. Yeah, so if you are interested in, you know, learning more about taking control of your health, diet, exercise, because even with the gene variant for late onset Alzheimer, it's still, you know, like if I properly ate and exercised, I probably wouldn't even have Alzheimer at all. So I'm not a carrier to any serious genetic disease, but those two age-related disease that, you know, which is common, and it tends to appear in a lot of population as, you know, we get older, and, you know, age-related illnesses and all of that. Maybe one day scientists will be able to just eliminate, you know, if age is seen as a disease, maybe there's a way for us to kind of, like through gene therapy, be able to live longer, or do something to kind of, if that is seen as a genetic disease. But, you know, go ahead if you guys are curious. Just go ahead and buy the kit, spit in the little tube you've seen everybody else doing it, and send it off and try to find out more about yourself and your gene. And also go to my website and learn more about energy healing and alternative ways to take control of your health, because, you know, like the Western medicine and the medical, I call it medical barbarism, because it's, you know, like medical treatment's so it's so expensive, and it just becomes like this money-making thing. But there are other ways to take control of your health, to inform yourself, and to take control of your body and whatever you're going through. So go to my website. It's www.minddesign.club. I'm also coming out with a cellular detox. I'm gonna call it olive cellular detox, that I do believe everyone should take it. It will cleanse out your entire system, parasitic, if you need it for weight loss, if you need it for just cleaning out any toxins like in your whole entire cell and blood. And when I release that, I do want you guys to take a look, because I am all about detoxing and staying away from EMF radios and you know, kind of having a more healthy lifestyles and staying away from things that is toxic and that can get into you on a cellular level. And yes, my detox does help with this, but then there's other ways that you need to inform yourself to prevent yourself from being exposed to all these toxins. And if you are exposed to it, you know, what should you do to keep yourself cleared from it? And so go to Mind Design. Don't be afraid to go to my website. I do talk about things that may be scary, but, you know, just go on there, explore it. Don't be afraid of it. And also buy my detox system when that comes out, because it will help a lot of people. It will help you out. A lot of people need to detox their entire body. Not a lot of people detox. And this is a great way to detox. Parasitic cleanse. Just an overall blood, it goes into your blood, just cellular detox, and I'll talk about that later in another video. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe and turn your notification on.